Our air signs. This message, though, this video is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Gemini. This is your life and love energy weekly spread for the between the 14th and the 20th. Okay, so I don't want to waste any time, but listen, guys, we are live every Saturday, 7 p.m. I should not even be doing this video at the moment, but I kind of my weekends be getting crazy, so forgive me. But we're gonna work together on that, right? So let's just go and start over, start fresh. We're gonna do some readings. I got some tarot cards, some archangel cards, and some guardian cards for you guys. Okay. Now I understand if a lot of you can't tune in right this second. That's fine. I just hope that you guys can watch it later, and hopefully it can bring some type of sense of clarity to your life, okay? Love you, and let's continue. All right. This message is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. This is your life and love energy for the week of May 14th to the 20th. This is that masculine, that feminine energy. This is that yin yang energy. Okay, calling all our ancestors and loved ones from the past. Thank you, Spirit, for showing us what we need to know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. Here we go. Oops. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. All right. So, Gemini, it seems like you guys have a lot of opportunities in front of you, but you could be at a standstill. A lot of you could have been dealing with a standstill, or could be feeling like you kind of need some room or need a break from a particular environment. Maybe you feel like you guys need to do some research and find a new job, or find something that just kind of make you feel good and make you feel better about yourselves, right? I think it is important for you, Gemini. I always tell you that you guys are great psychologists, great therapists, and I think that that's something you guys can look into, right? Even if it's not like right away, right? But I think that you definitely need to embark on something different if your spirit keeps calling you to do so, okay? Because the Ten of Pentacles always talks about opportunities and feeling good and feeling, getting into an environment where we feel safe and secure. And if your job or wherever you work, your career status is not where you want it to be, then of course, Gemini, you got to do your thing. You got to move forward and get into a position where it allows you to be yourself, right? Because nobody wants to work a job where they just can't be themselves. So I think it's very important for you guys to get into something that really motivate you, that bring you happiness, that bring you peace. You need to get into something that really brings you joy, okay? Geminis are and can actually be really hard workers. But I think that, sometimes you can feel passionate about things, and then something goes wrong and you kind of lose your interest for it. And I think that that's what's been happening lately, is that you are losing your interest in this particular field. And that's okay. It happens to the best of us. But now what do you want to do? What would you like to accomplish this week? What would you like to see change, right? And I'm not talking about like for everybody else. I'm talking like specifically just for you. What would you like to change? What would you like to do to make yourself feel good? Okay, so, but I do see money here, and I do see opportunity here, Gemini, but this is something where you got to just go out there and get it, baby, right? We can't just sit back and just expect it to come to us. We got to go get it, right? All right, so let's put this to the side. We're going to do some archangel cards and see why that energy even came out to begin with, okay? Why did Spirit give us the Ten of Pentacles for Gemini? Not that it's not a good thing. It's a beautiful energy. So let's just see what Spirit has for you, okay? We got our archangel cards. We got our guardian angel cards, all right? Shout out to all my Geminis out there. Thank you so much for your beautiful presence. All right, this message is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. This is for the Gemini man, the Gemini woman. This is that masculine energy, that feminine energy, that yin-yang energy. Come on, spirits, and all of our loved ones, the ancestors, and from the past. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, so pay attention to your different moon cycles, and not your moon cycles, but pay attention to your mood swings, your body. How do you feel around the full moon? Or how do you feel when it's a new moon? Or, how do you feel when it's a lunar eclipse? When we had that full moon lunar eclipse like a couple of weeks ago, how did it make you feel? Was there some transformations? Was there some things that you could have been going through at home? Did some things begin to shift for you? you in the last few weeks. Again, we're talking about your own happiness. We're talking about embarking on a journey that really completes you. And I think that that's going to be really important for you for the next 6 months, Gemini. I think that you are really going to shift your focus in a way that's going to help you grow, okay? If you're not totally satisfied with where you are right now in your life, again, that happens to the best of us. Sometimes, it takes us a while. But I want you to use this moment as a way to flourish, okay? Use this moment to think about, really take some time out to think about what satisfies you emotionally, And with that being said, I'm going to tell you guys, like, if you're not sure, I think it's so important to find out your moon sign, right? Your moon sign talks about what pleases you, what satisfies you, what makes you fulfilled, and what can guarantee you joy. So when I think about the moon sign and I think about the Venus sign, you got to take those things into consideration. If you guys don't know, I know some pretty cool websites that I like to use. And one of the best ones that I like is Cafe Astrology. That company, they are really good at showing you what your moon is, where your planets are in your birth chart, that type of stuff. Like, I have learned so much looking at that site. But I think it's so important. Like, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your relationships, I think it's so important to look at your moon sign and your Venus sign, because it will tell you a lot about yourself. It will tell you what type of person you are. And sorry, guys, I had to set an alarm. Okay, so knowing your moon sign and your Venus sign, Gemini, will help you to decide how you are in your career environment, how you are at home. What do you crave? What is your core values? What matters to you, right? I think those type of things are extremely important, right? Some of you may have the same moon sign as the same as your Venus sign. For instance, your moon sign might be in Aries and your Venus might be in Aries. So you know that you got to be the first. You got to be assertive. You're bold. You're charismatic. You're confident, right? So you might need to be in a position where, like, it allows you to be the boss, right? But if your moon sign is in something more sensual, like a Pisces, for example, right? Pisces are creative individuals. Very intuitive individuals as well. So you got to take that into consideration. Hey, if my moon sign is in Pisces, for example, maybe I need to get into therapeutic work, be a psychologist, be a psychiatrist, be a therapist. It could be a physical therapist, right? Or you can just simply get into something like arts, the arts, painting, drawing, maybe dancing, doing music, something of the nature. Like, but you need to find a way to cater to your desires. Like, you need to find a way to cater to your emotional side, because if you don't, it will eat at you, and you will continue to work in an environment where you are not totally satisfied, because that's not what your desire is. So I think it's so important to go after what you want, but not only that, but to know your moon sign, to know your Venus sign, because your Venus sign is all about your money. How hard are you willing to work for your desires, right? So I love putting those two together like that, because it really can help you grow. And I'm serious, it can really help you grow. Now, let's move on. We do have some guardian cards here, so maybe we can get some additional clarity. Because moon cycles here, this card is saying, listen, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So you definitely pay attention to how you've been feeling lately, because we did just have a lunar eclipse, full moon in Scorpio, and then we're actually having a new moon in Taurus this week. So you have to pay attention, like, how have I been feeling from the past 2 weeks up until now? What has changed, if anything, right? What has changed? How am I feeling? Do I feel more depressed? Do I feel happy? Am I excited? Or am I I have to get rid of this? Check in with yourself. We all need to take out some time to do a check-in. And I think that that's so important as well, that you need to check in with yourself, because again, you don't want to keep going into work every single day to a job that you secretly hate, or it's not fulfilling enough, or you're not making enough money, or the people around you are completely negative and just toxic for whatever reason, right? So you want to be in a position where you are pleasing your spirit at all times. So it's imperative that you do something that you want to do, something that really satisfies your spirit, okay? Let's look at these guardian angel cards. I haven't used these two decks for so long. I had these decks for so long, but I haven't really been using them that much. But these are some of my favorite decks because they are very straight to the point. They give good, clear messages. So I love these decks. This is by a reader that used to be here on YouTube. She doesn't make these cards anymore, though. But there are still many other spiritual advisors out there, right? So let's look at these cards and let's see what Spirit wants you. This is your overall guidance for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Gemini. This is for the Gemini man and the Gemini woman. Thank you so much for your guidance, Horatio and Spirit. Thank you for showing us what we need to know. Guiding children. Yeah. So like if your moon sign, for example, is in Leo, right? Gemini. So you might want to work with children. Children are fun. They are funny. They are exciting. And you, Leo, you have not Leo, sorry, Gemini. If you have your moon sign in Leo, then you should know Leo people love to have fun, can be very bubbly, authoritative, bossy, yes. But when it comes to children, there's a softer side that tends to come out, right? So I think that for you, Gemini, I don't know if this is something dealing with your children, or maybe you're working in a field that's dealing with children, right? Maybe you feel like it's not for you, but it's nothing wrong with working with children, but what type of field is it? Is it a daycare? Are you a teacher? Are you a, again, what is it that you do? The only thing I can really truly recommend is that you check your Venus sign and your moon sign, because I'm telling you, it will show you exactly what type of field you should work in. You know what, guys? I should do a video on that one day, but whatever. And because I want to try to help you guys understand, where each zodiac sign should be. And it's easy, for example, to say, hey, a Gemini should be a scholar or something like that, right? But if we don't know what your desires are, or if we don't know your Venus sign, yeah, it's easy to say that. Sure. Right? It's easy to say, hey, a Capricorn should be a banker, because they're really wise and they love money. Yeah, it's easy to say that, but what if their moon sign is more drawn to music? You know what I'm saying? You just got to kind of figure out where you are, and meet your energy there. But it says you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. You might could be going back to school to be a doctor, right? Maybe become a pediatrician, something of that nature. But you need to do something that's fun, that can give back. And because that's going to bring you joy. I'm telling you, it's going to bring you joy. It says here, use your skills to help children now. Okay, those of you could possibly be having your own children on your minds. You could be thinking about your grandchildren. Some of you could be having children. Okay, so congratulations to some of you who just recently gave birth or who's about to. Some of you could be planning to have children. All right, so maybe that's why money has been on your minds. Maybe that's why your emotions are all over the place. Maybe you guys will find out that you are pregnant. And maybe that's why the money is here, because it's I gotta get this money, right? But whatever this is, though, this is beautiful energy either way, guys. But this can also just be catering to your own youthful energy, right? The youthful energy of you that used to love to play, that used to have fun. I think it's time you guys get back into that, okay? Go swimming, go outdoors. The weather has been miraculously beautiful. Go out there and enjoy yourself, right? Dance, laugh at yourself, play some music, hang with your children, if you have kids anyway. But even if you don't, those of you that have siblings and nieces and nephews, okay, cousins, third cousins, whatever, just go enjoy yourself. Hell, you can play with the neighbor's child for all I care. I'm just saying, go out there and have some fun and enjoy yourself, because, everybody always say life is short, but life is short when you're not living. You know, if you're not living, of course life seems like it's short, but you have to get out there and live. You have to live, okay? So, Gemini, I love you, but I really hope that this reading gave you some sense of clarity. And I truly thank you guys for watching. Even if you couldn't at the second, I get it. I was just trying to make up for the videos that, like, I couldn't do everything over the weekend again. So, and that's probably because Mercury retrograde, it just keeps screwing me up, right? And it's okay. We laughed it off. We rolled it off. It's all good. But guys, I thank you for watching anyway. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Family, listen, do not forget, every Saturday we are live at 7 p.m., okay? Spread the word, tell a friend, and keep it positive, okay? I love you guys. Be good to yourself.